Okay, hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It is like 3 a.m. right now on a Tuesday, but my brain is literally buzzing. Um, so I just had to start typing because the spoilers for the Tuesday, April 21 episode of General Hospital are driving me absolutely crazy. I have been staring at the ceiling trying to piece this all together, and it is just a lot. So let us just dive right into this mess before I lose my train of thought. Okay, so I've been thinking about this, and the whole Willow, Michael, and Jacinda situation is getting completely out of hand. Like actually spiraling. I mean, we all knew Willow was gonna snap eventually, right? She has been a ticking time bomb ever since she shot Drew Kane. But the spoilers say she's going to threaten Michael at Crimson on Tuesday. Basically, Michael walks in on Willow having this massive, fierce confrontation with Jacinda. And instead of backing down, Willow pivots and warns Michael to keep that away from their children, or he'll regret it. Keep that away. She called Jacinda that. It's weird. Like, really weird. The whole thing is just weird. Wait, let me back up. Why is Willow so unhinged about Jacinda specifically? I mean, yes, there was that whole disaster where Wiley learned the word hooker because he was eavesdropping on Michael and Olivia having a screaming match, and it all traced back to Jacinda's past. And then Wiley repeated it during Brooklyn and Chase's social worker visit for baby Phoebe, which is a whole other disaster I will get to later. But is that really why Willow is losing her mind? Actually, no. First, I should mention the psychological aspect of this. Willow is terrified of being replaced. Wiley has been bonding with Jacinda over spiders and video games, and Willow has been away from the kids for a chunk of time. She is incredibly jealous, but calling her that, it is so hypocritical. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. Willow was literally in the Dawn of Day cult. She has a past too. But then again, that doesn't explain why Willow is acting like a mob boss, threatening Michael with consequences. Or maybe it does. Because Michael just dropped a massive hint to Christina that he thinks Willow's the one who pulled the trigger on Drew. If Michael knows, and Willow knows that he knows, then this isn't just about Jacinda. This is a power struggle. Willow is basically daring Michael to cross her. She is sinking to new lows, manipulating people left and right. And now she's cornering Michael's new girlfriend. What was I saying? Oh, right, the threat. If Willow is willing to blackmail her own mother, Nina, with the paralytic syringe that has Nina's fingerprints on it to keep Drew quiet, what is she going to do to Jacinda? Probably doesn't matter, but I noticed Willow has this look in her eyes lately that is just completely dead. Like she has crossed the line and she can't go back. Anyway, the point is... Wait, what was the point? Oh, the tension. The tension is bleeding into everything else. Because while Willow is losing her mind at Crimson, Valentin Cassadine is having a crisis of his own over at Carly's house. Okay, I know I just said the opposite, but hear me out. Valentin and Carly's dynamic is the most fascinating and messy thing on the show right now. So Valentin just had this secret meeting with Nina in her living room, right? Charlotte, his own daughter, exposed Nina as a traitor to him. And instead of destroying Nina, Valentin pitches this idea that they should team up to neutralize Jack Brennan. So now in the April 21 episode, Valentin makes it back to Carly's place and tells her they need to take action and use Nina to bring Brennan down. And Carly is just like, absolutely not. Carly is super wary of trusting Nina, which duh, they hate each other. But Valentin is standing his ground. He is insisting that Nina is their best chance. But here's what is bugging me. Carly doesn't even want to focus on Brennan anymore. She tells Valentin she wants to focus on taking down Ross Cullum and Jen Sidwell instead. Okay, wait, I need to unpack Carly's brain here because she is panicking. Why Cullum and Sidwell? Well, Jason. It always comes back to Jason Morgan for Carly. Jason is currently in WSB custody because he's taking the fall for Rocco Falconeri. Rocco is the one who actually shot Ross Cullum on the pier, and Jason is protecting him. But Jen Sidwell is the one pulling the strings, and Cullum is the one who murdered Marco Rios. Carly knows that as long as Cullum is breathing and Sidwell is on a rampage, Jason is in extreme danger. Plus, Jocelyn has been doing some serious digging. Jocelyn literally confronted Carly and Valentin, suspecting they are mixing business with pleasure. And Jocelyn has been pumping Cassius Faison, who is pretending to be Nathan West, which is a whole other insane rabbit hole for information about Cesar Faison. If Jocelyn keeps digging, she is going to expose Valentin's hideout, and if Jack Brennan finds out Carly has been sleeping with him while hiding Valentin, the explosion is going to be nuclear. I think it was episode 12 or 13. Somewhere around there where Carly had that fantasy about Valentin while she was in bed with Brennan. So Carly's guilt and paranoia are in overdrive. She wants to eliminate the physical threats, Cullum and Sidwell, before Brennan figures out she's playing him. But Valentin is thinking strategically. He knows Brennan is the ultimate chess master here. If they don't take Brennan out, Brennan will destroy them all. Or maybe not, I don't know. Valentin is intensely jealous of Brennan. So maybe this is just Valentin wanting to eliminate his romantic rival. I mean, he literally asked Carly, how long before you turn on me? He is so insecure right now. And speaking of Nina, the spoilers say she is going to meet up with someone elsewhere and insists she wants to hire them. Who is she hiring? A private investigator? A hitman? No, probably a PI. Could it be Curtis Ashford? Actually, wait. Curtis is currently living at the hospital because Jordan was just in that massive, horrific car crash on Route 91. You know, the one where Jordan was kissing Curtis while driving completely distracted and had to swerve to avoid Danny and Charlotte, who were joyriding. And then Brooklyn hit the guardrail and fled the scene because she was tipsy. Yeah, that crash. Curtis is functioning like a two-man walker right now, trying to support Jordan, who's consumed with guilt. So Curtis probably isn't taking PI jobs this week. So who is Nina hiring? Maybe someone to dig up dirt on Brennan. Or maybe she wants to feed Brennan fake information through this PI so Brennan thinks she is still working for him. Remember, Brennan is blackmailing Nina with the traffic cam footage of Willow near the scene of the Drew Kane shooting. Nina is trapped. Willow is blackmailing her, Brennan is blackmailing her, and now Valentin is trying to use her. Nina is just a pawn right now. But hiring someone implies she is trying to make a move on her own board. I feel like she is going to try to double cross both Brennan and Valentin, which is going to blow up in her face. It always does. Let's shift gears because my brain is jumping to the whole Ethan Lovett situation. Ethan is back. He returned on April 17 and completely shocked Lulu. And now on Tuesday, he is catching up with Christina at Sunny's house. I am so nostalgic for this because Christina used to have the biggest crush on Ethan years ago, especially after the whole abusive Kiefer Bauer nightmare. Ethan was always so protective of her, but he put her in the friend zone. Now he is back, and Christina realizes he wants a job with her dad, Sunny. This is where the overthinking really kicks in for me. Why does Ethan want to work for the mob? Well, he hates Jen Sidwell. Sidwell nearly killed his mother, Holly Sutton. Ethan holds a massive grudge. And right now, Sidwell is the most dangerous man in Port Charles. Sidwell's vendetta is completely out of control. He thinks Sunny killed Marco Rios even though it was actually Ross Cullum. And Sidwell is blaming Sunny for everything. Even Jordan's car crash, Sidwell is threatening Ezra Boyle. He is manipulating Mayor Laura. He is just a menace. So, Ethan offers his services to Sunny to help take down Sidwell. But the spoilers say Sunny has a better idea and makes a pitch of his own on the best way to use Ethan to his advantage. What is Sunny's better idea? Is he going to use Ethan as a Trojan horse? Like, have Ethan pretend to work for Sidwell to infiltrate his organization. That would be brilliant. But wait, Sidwell is incredibly smart. He would see right through that. Or would he... Ava Jerome just managed to impress Sidwell and get Laura to cave to his demands. If Ava can manipulate Sidwell, maybe Ethan can too. And what about Danny Morgan in all of this? Danny overheard Sunny and Rick Lansing talking about how Sidwell is the reason Jason was taken by the WSB. Danny wanted to join the mob to take Sidwell down, but Sunny told him no. Is Sunny going to use Ethan to keep an eye on Danny? Or maybe Sunny's going to team Ethan up with Jason's kid. No, Sunny wouldn't put Danny in danger like that. But Danny is reckless. He literally just wrecked Charlotte's car in that joyride that caused the Route 91 disaster. Carly is aggressively covering it up, but Danny is a loose cannon. I have this terrible feeling that Ethan and Danny are going to cross paths in their mutual hatred for Sidwell, and it is going to end badly. I keep correcting myself constantly because the layers here are so dense. Think about the Cassius Faison angle. Cassius is pretending to be Nathan, right? And he is working with Sidwell. Sidwell just warned Cassius that they have to get rid of Britt permanently if she doesn't deliver César Faison's cold fusion prototype. Britt is suffering a catastrophic setback with her Huntington's medication because Cullum smashed the vials. And Lucas Jones is trying to protect Britt, but Pascal, this random grieving guy, wants to murder Lucas to avenge Marco. It is a web of absolute chaos. If Sunny and Ethan team up against Sidwell, they're going to walk right into this Windermere nightmare. Cassius Cullum Sidwell. Pascal. It's a fortress of villains. And where does ADA Justine Turner fit into this? Justine told Sunny she would handle Sidwell. She is so confident, but Justine has no idea what she is dealing with. Sidwell is terrifyingly calm. When he told Ezra Boyle that he was expendable, I got chills. Justine is playing with fire. And Sunny is taking a massive risk by getting involved with her again. Oh, and I almost forgot about Molly and Cody. Probably doesn't matter, but I noticed the spoilers mentioned them too. Molly tells Cody they need to see what Dr. Frida Navarro has to say before they make any plans. This is obviously about her surgery recovery. Are they planning a trip, or is this about when they can be intimate again? It is kind of a sweet, normal storyline in the middle of all this mob and WSB insanity. It's like a palate cleanser. But knowing this show, Dr. Navarro is probably going to deliver some terrible news. Or maybe Cody's going to get dragged into the Sidwell mess because of his connections. I don't know. I am just speculating now. Let me try to pull my thoughts together. Basically, the April 21 episode is setting up a massive collision course. You have Willow going full dark side, threatening Michael and declaring war on Jacinda, all while Michael secretly suspects she shot Drew. You have Valentin desperately trying to get Carly to use Nina against Brennan, while Carly is having a panic attack about Cullum and Sidwell because of Jason. You have Nina going rogue and hiring a mystery person. And you have Ethan Lovett returning to his roots, teaming up with Sonny to destroy Jen Sidwell to avenge Holly. It is a lot. I feel like I am missing something. What was I saying earlier about Jocelyn Wright? Jocelyn and Cassius. If Jocelyn figures out Cassius is not Nathan, the entire Sidwell operation at Windermere could be exposed. And if Cullen remembers seeing Jocelyn in his ICU room, he is going to realize she is WSB. Jocelyn is in so much danger and she doesn't even know it. She is just blindly poking the bear because she wants answers about Cesar Faison. And Brooke Lynn, oh my god, Brooke Lynn is sitting on the secret that she caused the Route 91 crash. And Tracy is forcing her to cover it up even from Chase. While Jordan is in the hospital agonizing over her own guilt, thinking it was her fault for kissing Curtis. The guilt is going to eat Brooke Lynn alive. Okay, I need to go to sleep. My brain is moving way faster than my typing, and I am just writing in fragments at this point. The Tuesday episode is going to be insane. I just hope Michael doesn't back down from Willow, and I hope Ethan doesn't get himself killed going after Sidwell. But then again, this is Port Charles. Nobody is safe, especially not with Jack Brennan lurking in the background, totally oblivious to Carly's betrayal, but inevitably going to find out. When Brennan finds out about Valentin and Carly, the fallout is going to be legendary. Anyway, I am going to stop rambling now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you even made it this far into my late night brain dump,